Well, everybody, the big day is here. Election Day 2020, the day we've all been waiting for. So, I want to jump into this and see what it is we need to be watching out for. So, let's first of all let's go check out the map here of the election. So, I'm actually gonna refresh this real quick and see if I can get a. Oh no, it brings up the old one. All right, so here's what we got to look out for in this election. There's two areas, and I'm gonna turn them gray here. The areas that I think really are the areas that we need to be concerned about. Oh, maybe not. Are Arizona, Florida, North Carolina. Okay, this is the Sun Belt. We have the Sun Belt states that we really are a worry. Okay, but Trump should win these, so I'm going to put all of these ones in Trump's favor. The other ones we got to look at are these ones up here: Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Minnesota and Wisconsin. This is the Rust Belt. So Trump should win the Sun Belt. If he doesn't, we got a problem. So the battle really is going to come down to, can he win any of the Rust Belt states? If he can win Michigan, he wins. Okay? These are the main battleground ones. And if he can win Pennsylvania, he wins. However, let's change this back to blue. Let's watch what happens if he wins Wisconsin. Okay? You may end up in a situation where it's a dead tie, potentially. So that's what's kind of crazy here. Same with Minnesota, because there's 10 electoral votes as well. In that case, it would go to the House of Representatives. They would decide who would be the president, and then the Senate would select who would be the vice president. So that is our current kind of the battlegrounds. So if Trump loses Florida, just so you know, as you're watching early on, if he loses Florida, it's pretty much over. Okay, he's going to lose. And if he wins Pennsylvania, the chances of him losing are actually pretty low. He should win if he wins Pennsylvania. So those are so that's the thing to watch. Okay, now if he wins, well, I don't know. If he loses Pennsylvania, it's going to be an uphill battle. He doesn't necessarily lose, but if he wins Pennsylvania and Florida, Trump's got this thing. It's almost guaranteed. On the other hand, if he loses Florida, it's over. Pennsylvania truly is kind of a make it or break it. But again, just constantly think he should win the Sun Belt. If he doesn't, things are really bad. And if he wins the Sun Belt, then we just got to get one of these Rust Belt states, and he should be able to put him over the edge. So that's what you should be watching for. So what's going to happen? Well, nobody knows. And one of the things that's really, really interesting about this election is the turnout numbers. So let's take a look at, from 2008, 2012, 2016, we always were around 125, 128 million people. They're thinking we're going to have 150 million. That's 25 million new votes in races that are normally decided by anywhere from 5 to 10 million votes. So we have a lot of new voters. And in 2016, I don't think Trump is losing a lot of this 63 million. So the question is, who are these new voters? Are the new voters showing up in mass for Trump, or are they showing up in mass against him? And I think the higher turnout favors Trump, and here's why. One, because historically higher turnout generally has meshed with enthusiasm for a particular candidate, such as Barack Obama in 2008 got a very good turnout because there was a lot of enthusiasm for him. You don't get a lot of enthusiasm against people, generally speaking, kind of historically. That's kind of a general rule, but it's not set in stone. The other thing is that the lockdowns may have shaken people, woke people up to politics that aren't normally very political people. And if you got woken up by that, it's probably because you were mad about it. It also the riots, all that kind of stuff. I think all of those things have played into this equation, and I think they are the reason that there's more voters. Now, there are obviously, I bet, are some voters that are motivated to go against Trump, but I think the majority of these new voters are for Trump, and if that's the case, Trump's going to win. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Trump is down in some of the polls in these states, and that's what he has stacked against him. So I'm, to put a number on, I'm probably 51% that he wins, 49% that he loses. Just barely. I think I think the odds probably are in his favor due to some of these factors, but I just don't know. The polls, unfortunately, are not looking great for him, but he's within the margin of error for an electoral victory in the Electoral College. So it's just we're going to have to wait and see. But those are the things to look for. And anyway, looking forward to an exciting night.